Some girl sitting in a bathroom with like a safety pin just like poking holes in the condoms.
Do you like fun, laughter, and a sprinkle of human beings? Well, I suggest you subscribe then. Let's get started with the video.
Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend? For breaking up with my girlfriend after catching her poking holes in condoms.
Is that legal?
I don't know. I, male 25, and my now ex-girlfriend is female 22. We've been together for a few years, and everything was going great until she started pressuring me to get married and have kids. I wasn't ready for that kind of commitment, and I made it very clear to her. However, she wouldn't let it go. She kept bringing it up, trying to convince me that we should take our relationship to the next level. I felt suffocated and stressed out by her constant nagging. Then, one day, I discovered something that completely shattered my trust in her. I found her poking holes in the condoms we were using. I was shocked and angry beyond words. It felt like a huge betrayal of my trust in our relationship. I confronted her about it, and she tried to downplay it, saying she just wanted to speed things up because she knew I was hesitant about having kids, but I couldn't believe her excuses. I couldn't be with someone who would manipulate me like that, so I ended things with her. It was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, but I knew it was the right thing for me. I couldn't stay with someone who didn't respect my boundaries and would go behind my back like that. Some of our mutual friends are saying I overreacted and that breaking up with her was too harsh, but I can't shake the feeling that I dodged a bullet. Am I the asshole for ending the relationship over this?
Honestly, that's a huge betrayal of trust. Child is not a oopsie. It is a huge commitment, and he didn't even say like he wanted postponed. He doesn't even know if he wants any. So just to throw that much responsibility on someone you care and supposedly love when they're not ready.
Yeah, he said he made it very clear he was not ready for that kind of commitment.
Yeah, I mean that's life altering.
Speed things up. That's wild.
Honestly, that's a quick way to make things crash.
Yeah,
not
no,
speed
that's
things
crazy.
up.
Like if someone says they're not ready for that, like, and she's 22, he's 25. Like, if he's not ready, he's not ready. You're young. You still have all the time in the world. What are you rushing for? Like, that's almost like, what is it called? Baby trapping?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that word,
like,
baby trapping.
Like, I don't know. I don't think you're the asshole. I honestly found if I was a guy and in your position, I would never be able to trust you again. If you're going that far to do something for trapping me into a lifetime commitment, what are you doing otherwise behind my back? Like, what other things are you doing that's crazy that you think is okay, but I've made clear that I'm not okay with?
That's disrespecting boundaries.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Total betrayal of trust. No, don't listen to your friends. You're not overreacting. I wouldn't even I wouldn't be able to imagine like how I would feel in that scenario.
That's just, I can't even wrap my head around. Also, I'm imagining some girl sitting in a bathroom with like a safety pin, just like poking holes in the condoms, and this guy walks in and is like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, you know what I mean?
I didn't even think about that.
Like, what did you walk into her doing? I didn't even
think about that.
Like, was she just
that
like...
visual is really bothersome. Thank you for... I didn't even think about that part, but yeah, she had to go sit in there.
That's what popped in my head. He's like, I saw her poking holes in the what else would it be? It has to be like a safety pin for him not to notice. And she's just sitting there going like this, and he's like, my guy, what are you doing? I'm just trying to speed things up. No biggie. That's wrong. I'm sorry. That doesn't sit well with me. I understand why it didn't sit well with you. I'm wondering if your friends are okay for telling you that you overreacted, because I think, in my opinion, you are reacting to probably a lesser extent than I would have expected if I found someone trying to do that to me.
Also, that girl, I think she needs therapy as well. It is never the right move to pressure someone into a commitment that they are not ready for. You know, like no means no, that thing. it goes both ways. It 1000% goes both ways. Be respectful to one another. Listen, people don't have to tell you a million times. Listen to what people are telling you and believe them.
I just want to know what else she's done. Like, that can't be the only thing crazy that she's done to you. You just don't know it. And that makes me sad to say. Like, I feel bad for you at the end of this because...
Defining character moment.
Like, it probably makes you question the entire relationship. You're probably like, what else did you do? How could I ever... Like, there is no way past that. I'm sorry. There's just not. Like, there's no logical and okay explanation for anybody to think that that's okay. It's just not. Kids are expensive. That's a lifetime. That is a lifetime commitment. Like, you don't get out of that. No. And she knew that. And so I'm just...
It's a life altering event.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, if she was willing to go that far, what would have happened had you married her? What would have happened had you had kids with her? What would she have done with those children to those? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just says a lot about someone's character. She needs to go to therapy. I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. I'm sorry that your friends are also giving you a hard time because that's also just not okay by any means. Like,
no, and if they're not seeing that, maybe we need to reevaluate those friendships too.
And she was younger too, so maybe date a little bit older. 22 and 25 don't sound very far apart, but there's a lot of like growing that you do in your 20s, and you know, I think that if your friends are around that age and that's where you're seeing the issues, then maybe just reconsider. Like, maybe just sit down and have a talk with them and explain your feelings too, because like it's just not okay that they're not supporting you over that when you didn't want a kid yet.
Honestly, the girl is young. I bet as she gets older, she's gonna feel so embarrassed by doing that. Like, there's so much growth that's still occurring. These are still a lot of core years of like learning to be an adult. I know at 18 we say people are adult, but it's just like they're just learning to be adults.
Yeah.
So let's give her grace. It's no excuse, and it was a horrendous act. But I think there is a possibility, like there's hope for her as well. I really hope she seeks help from a therapist, and tries to see like what demons are inside of her that like, or like what pain is inside of her that's causing her to disrespect someone else's boundaries and be abusive.
Yeah. And I mean, we all do crazy things in our 20s, like you said. I think she's gonna look back on that and be like, what was I thinking? But you know, things happen for a reason. It wasn't meant to be. You'll find your person out there. You will have kids if you're ready, when you're ready, if that ever happens. Not with someone poking holes in your condom. So
not at all.
That's a big
I'm sorry. Not the asshole. Is that that was a not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Judge adjourned.
I agree.
I think I said the wrong thing, but you understood what I meant.
Yeah, I understood what you meant. Was that bean-tastic? We thought so too. You should subscribe.
Subscribe, guys.
Comment, like, because we do read the comments and we really do appreciate it. And thank you for tuning in. And I know you all are busy, so we'll let you go.